you. Oh, Siam. Um, Tolani. Thank you so much. Be patient, Namine. Mm, I'm haven't been well. I will be hopefully sharing the news in a few, but ogwamanje. Yeah. So I haven't been well, but always. Um, yeah, you guys, yeah, you guys make me laugh so much. Unkunzi ngimevictile esigodlweni. Yo, Unkunzi is becoming a lot and mkhulu manje. He looks like a beast or rooster. Mkhulu and uhlukumeza ugwala. So, nginamaqhuda kuthune. Khona unkunzi lo hleze alami. And then bese kuba khona ugwala. Ugwala uyigwala. So manje uhleze balekela unkunzi and recently unkunzi really hurt ugwala, and so nje struggle yabo manje ngamshange eviction. So now unkunzi is not allowed esigodlweni at all. So menimuzwa sobe ngaphandle. And I love you guys so much. Like genuinely, I think, you know, when I have a sit down with people, and I'm like, the one thing after Uktwasa, I struggled a lot during my initiation, and by profession, ne? By profession, mina brand manager. So the corporate yami it was brand managing, marketing, PR, events management. So being gijima kahle field. So I would help brands, grow. I would work with brands in terms of establishing themselves and so forth. So yeah, gonna sevenza umsebenzi odila nabantu kakhulu, right? And when I was initiating, a lot of people stopped taking my calls. Yeah, well, they stopped mhlawumbe bengifona abantu bangaphenduli or uthola ukuthi abanye, yeah, it was silent. And you know what, do I really want to be, around people that don't necessarily want to be around me in all my glory? So the me that was dealing with events and, ehlezi hamba thatha ama-flights from here to Joburg to Cape Town to wherever, I was that person. If there was something happening, I'm on the flight. Yabo kuyahanjwa. Do I want people to love and accept me ngale aspect, or do I want people to love and accept me as I am? And the person that I am is angena umuntu omfica kwamaphathi, and it's not ukuthi I have a problem with that. If you like parties, like, do your thing. But ngumuntu kahle kahle othanda ukuba endlini. Into ebengikhipha endlini was umsebenzi, and I think because ngiyabathanda abantu sidalwa, it made people a little bit confused ukuthi mhlambe ngumuntu othanda ukuhamba kanti it wasn't that. It's angihanjiswa umsebenzi. So during my initiation, like, I was alone. Like, I was like proper alone. Mhlambe ngingasho ukuthi people that were there before ngithwasa and they were there during ngithwasa and have been there after ngithwasa, it's like 3 people, Bazalan. 3 people. And I think I became happy with that. I think I was like, you know what, the energy that I have around me has to be the correct energy at all times. Angikhona ukuthi ngibe around umuntu ngoba nakhu kukhona into ayidingayo kumina noma khona la izobenefita khona. And I think because abantu siyayilimaza ukuthi we try to be what people need from us instead of trying to be who we are. And I'm speaking about this because it's actually going to lead to a lot of things. Iningi izinto ezogxile kuzona because of le nkulumo engiqala ngayo manje. Mothwasa, you get it changes you in so many ways, and not necessarily change, but it amplifier ukuthi ubani. So uma umuntu onenhliziyo embi uzoba nenhliziyo embi kakhulu. Uma umuntu onenhliziyo ethakathayo uzoba nenhliziyo ethakathayo kakhulu. Uma umuntu onenhliziyo enhle uzoba nenhliziyo enhle kakhulu. It will always amplify who you are, you know. And uma umuntu ongazazi uzoyithola ungena kwizinto eziningi kahle kahle ezingakudingeni ezokufaka enkingeni. And that's why even mengikhuluma namathwasana ami ngihlezi manje into eyodwa, know who you are. If you know who you are and you accept who you are, then into ezowenzeka ukuthi abantu abazoba empilweni yakho abantu that deserve you, that deserve to be there, and abazokhona ukuthi noma kuthiwa kwenzakalani empilweni yakho babe nawe, babe bakusupport. And you know, initiation is so hard that, and not just initiation but ukuphila as umngoma is so hard that sometimes you need umuntu ozothi ukushashaya into reality akukhombisise ukuthi you are this person and it's okay to go through these things. It won't change how I feel about you. Uyayibona? So I think abantu bashayeka kakhulu because banganentwaseni and ukwabona they not allowing themselves ukuthi bakhule baba abantu abafanele babe yibo. Uyabo? I think that's why I struggled, you know, ngingenela amathwasa lana to the point where ngashisa impepho, I'm like, bazalwane ngitshela amadlozi ami ayi ngiyoshiswa ngelinye ilanga ngitshela amadlozi ami athi okay, yazini ngikhathaleke manje ila engifika khona la. Ngathi I can't do this, not because, you know, not because of anything that comes with ukuthwasisa abantu, but more so it's draining because uthi uyamthatha umuntu ufuna ukumenzela into right athathe ukuba uyena okwenzela into wrong, you know. And leyo nto ngifundisa isifundo because ngahlaliswa omunye umama phansi ne engangimlapha ongihlalisa phansi umama wadlalela gogo unenkinga la, you are not in a position yokuthwasisa. Angitshela umuntu engimlaphayo, you're not in a position yokuthwasisa. Ukuthwasisa kudinga inhliziyo embi. And I'm like, hayi bo umuntu omdala uthini manje? Wathi kudinga inhliziyo embi ukuthwasisa because umuntu ufika la abona ukuthi alright, bese ekubona ukuthi fanele akugibele ekhanda. So you have to change. If uzoqhubeka uthwasisa abantu, you have to change. Fanele ube umuntu onenhliziyo eqinile ebukhulu. Engayijulela lento, ngayicabanga, I'm like, nangi namadlozi abangiphenduli. Balokho befaka amathwasa nje lana namathwasa angiphathisa ngeheadache. Ngenze njani? Do I change? Do I not? What do I do? And the bottom line is, I can't change who I am. Umkhulu wami wathi washona ewumuntu othatha abantu ahlale nabo. Kumningi imibuzo enginayo ne engiyitholile engifuna uyiphendula kule live, but ungabuza and once I get a chance I'll get to it and I'll answer. Because I've received a lot of khona questions abengiwathola on my YouTube, and bengakhona ukwaphendula typing because ayichazeki umuntu mezotype, like ayichazeki idinga ukuthi kahle kahle ngiyikhulume. So I'm gonna get to those questions, and then if you wanna ask questions on the live, then I'll get to that. Yeah, well. But going back to the story, I knew I couldn't change who I was. I knew I couldn't change ukuthi ngibe nenhliziyo embi, ngibe nenhliziyo elukhuni, because at the end of the day, you know, umuntu ofika la ekhaya, number one, ufika uhlushwe idlozi and uhlushwe isithuna. Yabo, ufika la uhlushwe idlozi uhlushwe isithunywa together. Angeke ngize ngifike kule minye imimoya sisakhuluma nje uhlushwe idlozi uhlushwe isithunywa. Okay, sharp ke. Idlozi needs isandla sithe ukuqina. But isithunywa needs sensitivity, otherwise isithunywa siprosperish. Isithunywa is a gentle spirit. Isithunywa sifana nengane encane. Mona engane encane, you know, ezelwe awulokhu uyitarabha lokhu uyithethisa or you nurture it, uyayinakekela, uyikhulise, uyenza ukuthi khona ukuthi iqine imele izinto zomhlaba. But uyayinurturisha, uyayivikela, uyayikhusela ngakho konke oyikona. And isithunywa sinjalo sidinga leyo nto, sidinga ukukhuselwa, sidinga ukunakekelwa, sidinga ukuthi sikhuliswe ngokuthi yabo, I've had videos where I've cried, you know. So when I've cried, isikhathi esiningi kusuke isithunywa sami sifika sizokwenza i-riding, yabo. And leso sithunywa leso, unfortunately, is very emotional. And isithunywa, like, predominantly, it's a very emotional spirit. So that's why umuntu mezwa ubuhlungu nawe ngathi uyathinteka, yabo. That comes from isithunywa sakho. Idlozi likhuni, yabo. That's why you'll find ukuthi labantu abangayiphakamisanga iy'thunywa zabo, you know, bavamise ukuthi bangakhoni ukuba nebalance right, ukuthi babalansise i-discipline with uthando, you know. And that balance is important because you need to be strict with the level of kindness. You can't just be isibhaqo one way. That's why you know, menikhula ngaphansi kwekhaya kuba khona ubaba obekutarabha, kube uyena mhlawumbe okushayayo, okudisciplinayo, bese kuba umama okududuzayo, you know, so that uma ukhula empilweni you have that discipline. Uthola ukuthi umama ufika ne-discipline, ubaba uyena okududuzayo, okukhuselayo ey'ntweni. Because umuntu needs that discipline. And sometimes if you're blessed enough to be raised by a single parent that can do both, then you know what ngikuthande, ngikulalele, sixoxa sikhona ukuthi siconnect. You need that connection. All right. So I knew ukuthi I couldn't change who I was. What needed to change is what I was willing to tolerate. So a lot of the time people, I think, bafika la thinking because ugokuthandi ningibuka ku Instagram, ningibuke ku YouTube, and think that okay, mntana uyahleka, unjani, you know, she's kind, and then you come at me with a lacking of respect, so to speak, or a lacking of but kuleka nje ey'ntweni ey'ningi. And so for me, it then irritates me. That's why I think a lot of the time people have come to me for healing and they've never believed ukuthi ngiyaxoshana. And mina, I'm one of those people. Ngiyaxoshana, or uma kuthi awuxoshwe mina, khona into ezokuxosha la ekhaya. And that's the deal I made with my ancestors. Ukuthi umuntu mengekho right, inini enikwazi ukuthi nibanike akube khona izimo ezibakhiphayo. And mekuthi umuntu akakhishwe isimo sala, uzokhishwe isimo sakhe. That's why for me, whether I am healing you or ngiyakuthwasisa, after you are no longer under ukukhuselwa kwami, ngiyakublock. And I do that for my own peace of mind. I think out of all the people I've healed, you know, I've blocked a few, and I think people didn't believe that I do that, and I do that, guys. Like, I really do. Because at the end of the day, baningi abantu that abenza izinto ezirong edlozini. Baningi abantu abenza izinto ezirong edlozini. Mawuthola umuntu okwenzela into right, bazalwane, bambelela kuyena. Ubambelele leyo ntambo ungafa. Fanele ubambelele kanjalo. Because ngaba nephupho la ngihleli namathwasa ami sixoxa ngithi ngiphuphe kanzima la. Ngiphuphe ngine a certain number of people kuthiwa labantu laba abantu engizobathwasisa, labanye abantu okufanele ngibathwasise bazoya kwamathwasa ami because mina nginagobela. Both of my gobelas bangigila igodo futhi nje elinzima. But ngaxola ngadlula, and that was it. But ungabi nogobela kubuye kube limiting because mase sengizwa ngishiswa, you know, kufuna umuntu engizokhuluma kuyena and akekho. And uGobela plays that parental role. Uyadlala a spiritual mother or spiritual father to you, so that uzokhona ukuthi masusushawa umhlaba uyazi ukuthi khona la ungakhuseleka khona. I mean, I don't have that. Mina ngikhusela abantu bami ngikhale kubona ngibona ukuthi okay. That's why I don't hide who I am, because it's like if I hide who I am, not so ngisifuna isithunyu lesingakule manje lesithatha. If I hide who I am, then that means ukuthi ngiyalimala, you know, and I can't do that. I can't spiritually hurt myself because I've been doing this for 4 years, and for 4 years I've had to establish who I am and be able to not repeat the cycle, because sifike sigilwe ogobela bese nathi kuthiwa siqhube lo mkhulu awukhona ukuqhuba lo mkhuba edlozini. Even yesterday I was having this conversation. Ngiyamtshela lo bhuti lo ade nginaye ngithi you need to understand isangoma sangempela. And it's, by the way, I'm saying this not on attack to anyone, but isangoma sangempela usibona ngezenzo. That's just it. Akukho kunye. That's why I cannot handle anymore getting messages from people telling me about things that they've experienced, and they're like, mase ngibuza ukuthi kwakuthini kuwena njengomuntu umntwana wedlozi. Athi umuntu, well, I didn't know. And I'm like, but idlozi lakho lathini, and idlozi ihlezi kukhuluma. Even when you walk in endaweni yohlola momntwana wedlozi, uyakhona ukusefa lapho ngisho unga-understand, but khona into efika ikhulume kuwena ngaphakathi ithi no, something is very wrong here, and you need to learn to listen to it. Akukho okunye, fanele ukulalela ukuthi khona into e-wrong la, ngoba niyohlezi bazalwane nigileka, and kubuhlungu masusulapha umuntu ephume egilweni, because now usefika kumina questioning me as a healer ukuthi oh izosebenza lokho, oh ku-right lokho, oh kukuthi, and you're like, but then why are you here? You know, you need to understand uzilalele wena, uzwa abantu bakhe abangaphakathi mebekhuluma ukuthi bathini mola. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to understand ukuthi what are they saying, but if something doesn't feel right, musuqhubeka. Ayikho contract oyisayinile nami ethi fanele ulashwe mina. That's why ngiyasho umuntu ukuthi mengimhlolelile ngithi ungahamba uyobheka umlaphi or ungaqhuba nami kuwena okuzokhuluma ngaphakathi kwena siqhubeka lapho. Ngidlule futhi, because angimbambela umuntu uthi ngoba nakho ngihlolelile ngathola inkinga fanele ngikulaphi. No, it doesn't work like that. If you feel inside of yourself ukuthi lo muntu angayilapha inkinga yakho, then ngizoyilapha inkinga yakho. But if you don't feel it, angiphoxeke futhi, because the truth is not wonke umuntu okuhlolelile uyena ozokulapha. So for me, I cannot handle anymore abantu, you know, sebefika kumina sekunzima nokusho ukuthi okay ngiyogeza kuzoba imali engaka, ngoba umuntu mhlambe usespende 30, 40, 50,000 ade wayegezwa ade wayiphalaziswa, usefika nje usethi ngiyalahlela. Imagine how I feel. Sengiyalahlela. Nangimina inzima leyo nto ibhlungu, because ngiyazi ukuthi ukulahlela into kanjani, yabo. That's why I never wanted to be in a position where sengithi ngiyalahlela. So you need to learn how to understand that isangoma usibona ngezenzo, usibona indlela esiphila ngayo, usibona nge-understanding. Ngisho uma ukhuluma uyamuzwa ukuthi lo muntu lo ukhuluma into enesindo noma uyakhuluma nje ngoba kuyakhulunywa emhlabeni. And like, you know, there are people sometimes that will act like they coming and telling you the truth about ukuthi kunjani edlozini. You know, edlozini bazalwane kunemfihlo. There are things that I'll never discuss on a live or on a video. Yabo ukuthi lokhu kunje nje mawufika mhlawumbe uzwenza ngobongo ubuye wenza 1 or 2 or 3 ngenza umzekelo. Ubuye wenza 1 or 2 or 3. Khona ezinye izinto ongeke uzikhulume kanje. Yabo ozoyibona usuphakathi na uthi awukani kwathanje ayo right sharp ke hayi qhubeka ke siyaqhubeka siyaphambili. You know, be wary of people that act like they are overly honest. Khona ezinye izinto that ubona ukuthi umuntu uyaperforma ukuthi they're trying to seem overly honest. There's no, khona izinto nje ubona ukuthi yabona ke la udinga wena uqobo ukuthi usefele, because mazohlula ukuyisefela uyohlezi usemgilingweni, uyohlezi ushayeka. And I think I even did a video once about ukuthi musana ukuhambe ngishiya amadlozini yonke indawo. Ngiyawaqothula amadlozi. Yabo mangase nginikhombisa ugwala la indlela limale ngayo, uqothuka amaphika. That's what you do to idlozi lakho, uhamba uqothula yonke indawo. Ligcina lingasafunction ngendlela efanele function ngayo. Ligcina uthola uhlamba liphakama, uthwasile wenzani, idlozi ayatsaphakama. Khona amadlozi athi ngeke uphakamele lo shit. Khona amadlozi angathi nje ngeke siwuphakamele lo shit, sizohlala siyithulele. That's why i-basic yegobonga is so important, because idlozi libuye liteleke. But ekutelekeni kwalo bakhona amandliki namandawo athi no, umntwana wethu lo sizomphusha lizidlozi libe ready ukuthi liqhamuke, livuke, lisukume, lisebenze. Yabo. So when I do these videos explaining, ngazi khona onqesta abafika bathi, oh, but I did igobonga la 7 days kwaba right. Wena. The 99 other people bona banjani? Uyabona? That's just the bottom line. Igobonga, the reason why talk humble cool more khona igobonga leli nje elumhlahlandlela ofika ulenzo oliphehlele ekhaya. Sharp ke lelo dliwa nombani, lidliwa umuntu ofanele athwase, lidliwa nomuntu nje onabantu abadala kuphela ongadingi ukuthwasa. Bese kuba khona igobongo leli lentwaso ekuthiwa ukhamba elikhulu, and ibizwa ngokuhamba elikhulu because idlozi libuye liperforme bazalwane. Idlozi alivele livuke nje unless liyeza ukuthi no ngikwi-position ukuthi ngingavuka. Meniza ukuthi I'm not in a position yokuvuka, alivuki. So then how do you qhubeka kulapha? Mina yazi ngalapha abazalwane, ngalapha for a good almost 2 years ngilapha ngamandiki namandawo. Idlozi lami ukuthi livuke lithi I'm so and so, ngenza kanje, we lathula, lavala umlomo, layithulela phansi, layihlalela phansi, la chilla, la relax. Imina kuphela into senangazazi ukuthi ngubani. I didn't know my spiritual name. I didn't know ukuthi mina edlozini ngisebenza kanjani, ngenzani, like I didn't know myself in terms of my ancestor. And lonto le ibuye yehlisane like and esigodlweni mina baningi nithwasa khona bakubukela phansi. Thola ukuthi ubukelwa phansi nje. Kuthiwa lo into yakhe ayivuki. Andayi ngoba engavuki into yami ngoba ngangihlola, and I was one of the best people ababehlola lapha esigodlweni. But the only issue I had idlozi dololo ukuthi livele. Dololo ngangislima. Dololo ukuthi kuphakame, mikuthiwa khuluma dlozi. Hayi, thule lami lihlale lirelaxele. Khuluma dlozi. Angisho lutho. The only name I knew was Lele Stuno. And I knew it since I graduated idlozi. Ngalazi igama lami lesithunywa sengizophothula emgomeni. So that was, yeah, towards the end of the year. And then I was like, futhi not even, it was like a month before fanele ngiphothule. Then ngalazi isithunywa sami. But amadlozi ami, nothing flat. Because they knew where I was, ukuthi ngeke baze baprosperishe because ngangizocindezeleka. Because umuntu uma ucindezele edlozini usuke kuvale unomphela. Usuke evale impilo yakho yonke, usuke evale into othola ukuthi sometimes depending on how bad it is, ayilungiseki kahle. Iyazameka here and there, but ayilungiseki kahle. And that's the truth. Akukho kudlula lokho. That's why it's so sacred ukuthi uyigade into ohamba nayo. Uyinakekele lento ohamba nayo, and ufunda ukuyilalela lento ohamba nayo. Ukuthi ngifika la kuthini kumina, ngihleli la kuthini kumina. There are things that engengize ngigcizelele, because mengigcizelele nizohamba ngiyongiceba kulabantu laba enibuye nibalandele, nibuye nibuka ama video abo abanazo lezi zinto ezigodlweni zabo, and ubona ukuthi mengizothi ilokhu nalokhu watch out, bese nizo and right bazalwane baningi abangithakathayo, angidingi lokho ngi-add ibalo ukuthi bangakanani. But you need to listen to your people. listen, watch, vula amehlo ubuke, and not just la mehlo lawa abona kanje kodwa lawa abona ngomoya. Ukhona ukubona ukuthi isangoma sibonakala ngempilo esiphilayo. Isangoma nenyanga are two different things. Inyanga siphila noma yiphi impilo. Inyanga nje siyayiphilela nje senza into yaso, because inyanga sikhiphela umuthi, whether umuthi okubulala noma umuthi okuphilisa, it doesn't matter, ifanila enyangeni. But emngomeni the rules are very very strict, because ngeke uphiwa amehlo okubona uphinde uphiwe ukuthi wa destroy lezi zinto oyibonayo. That's why ezinye izinto siyancishwa, kuthiwa mawakhe umuthi ukuthi siyahamba. Because if a sangoma had all the powers, then we would be the most powerful spiritual beings in the world, because of the things that we are able to see. That's why siyagwema kwezinye izinto, sinemthetho endlaliwe before us eminingi, because sizama ukugwema. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. I hope ukuthi nizoyithatha notes and nikhona ukuthi nizilalele meniseyindaweni, and ningabuka ukuthi umuntu une-Porsche, umuntu une-Mercedes, umuntu unani umuntu unani, because emngomeni ziningi into eyishaya izangoma unga-understand ukuthi yini. Ningi into idlozi efike livala unga-understand ukuthi yini. Uyabona? And only that person knows ukuthi ulimele phedlozini edala ukuthi ungakabi isikhathi ukuthi ahamba nge-Mercedes. Mina I stayed la kwami for a year. Ngine slab somuzi, ngine jondi ne outside. Right, just basically the journey was to store stuff, nokuthi umkhwenyana wami mefuna ukuthi ayolala yedwa akhona ukulala yedwa, uyabona. Then yes, so I stayed like that, not because I didn't have money to build, but idlozi lalibona ukuthi impilo yami ngeke iziphephe mengakha, because mina unfortunately I stay in the midst. Yabo mengithi phakathi kwabalaphi, I'm surrounded by them, and ngibaphupha kambi all the time, bayangigadla so much. Abawu-2 nje baze bafika la bazongibheka ukuthi ngisaphila. That's how bad it is. Yabo. So ngami kwakhe manje I'm building, and it's like people are shocked. Umuntu azapaka imoto abuke la ekhaya ukubona ukuthi yini. Yabo. And I'm only explaining this just so that you can understand ukuthi khona izinto ezikanjalo where I didn't build, not because I didn't have the funds to, but because idlozi laqale ukugwema impilo yami ukuthi ngingafi ngoba ngithi ngifuna ukufika nginyuse indonga. Ngcono ngihlale around, and luckily enough angiphiwa ngokuthanda izinto. So ngiyakhona ukuthi ngihlale entweni yami izikufikela isikhathi, and siyahluleka. That's why abanye abantu bahambe bayolanda izithwalo ngoba behluleka ukuhlala enhluphekeni yabo, and not because usuke ehlupheka umuntu, but khona izinye izimo ofanele udlule kuzona uyibhekisisa, ukhona ukuthi ucaciselwe zona, undlalelwe zona, so uzo understanda ezidlozi ukuthi no, this is why this is happening this way, and ukhona uku-accepta. And we fail at acceptance, and sizoshayeka. But that's 2 cent wami ke wanamhlanje ke. Let me go into the questions, ne? All right. The one most common thing, khona into eningibuza so much, kahle sifike la engiconfuse kona ukuthi why nibuza kangaka lento. And then kwaba khona umntwana engikhuluma naye, angisazi nokuthi ngikhuluma naye, but uwenzelwe into wrong, waseshawe idlozi. Bazalwane, mona idlozi nesithunywa, don't ask ukuthi ngiphakamisa kuphi kuqala. It doesn't work like that. Umuntu oya kuyena ofanele akwenzele izinto zakho, or umuntu oya kuyena umcilile ukuthi akwenze izinto zakho. However, ziningi indlela zokungena esigodlweni somuntu. La ungene khona, umuntu ufana akwazi ukuthi ukumisela izinkamba ezingaki. Umuntu ufana aphakamisa idlozi, aphakamisa isithunywa. You cannot say ukuthi this year I'm just doing isithunywa, next year ngizokwenza idlozi. It doesn't work like that. Akho pick and choose, like only choices sorted. Akona makhekhe lawa, akona ma-chips, akuyona ilazy ukuthi yazini kahle kahle ngizola i-spring onion for the whole year, next year hayi ngizothi ukuzama mhlawumpe i-spicy. It doesn't work like that. Idlozi nesithunywa njengoba siba nezinto ey'kanje ezibhalansayo, yabo la ukuthi ngidla ngishuqula ngayo mhlawumbe akubonakala, but le khona indwangu yesithunywa la le yellow plain exhunywe nendwangu yamyengwe. It balances each other out. Idlozi nesithunywa kunendima ezidlalayo together. Ayifanele ihlukaniswe. You cannot separate idlozi from isithunywa. Fanele kulekelelane. Because mazothi uzophamisa isithunywa, uzobuya uzoshawa idlozi. Licindezela idlozi uguleke manje kuba inqaba. Because you're like, no, I'm going to do isithunywa. And a healer ofikathi you can choose which one. Unamanga. Lo healer baleka ngeenyawo zombili. Ubaleke. There is no such thing. What I can respect from a healer that will say to you, mina mntanami angisiphakamisile isithunywa, but sikhona kuwena and siyadinga ukuthi usenzele lento esiyifunayo. You understand? Okay. So njengoba sifuna ukuthi usenzele lento esiyifunayo naso ukhona ukuthi usiphakamise ngendlela right. This is what you need to do. Mina ngizokuthwasisa, right? Kodwa mufune umuntu ozokhona ukuthi akuphakamisele isithunywa sakho kuphela. Once usuthwasileke, then you can do it that way. Yes, angiphiki ke lapho hayi kuyenzeka. But if you think you're gonna go into whatever department uthi no mina ngithanda idlozi ngizonza into zedlozi, or mina ngithanda isithunywa ngizonza into zesithunywa, ayikho into enjalo, ayikho. Akukho ukuthi ngizodla igobongo lesithunywa noma ngizodla igobongo ledlozi, ayikho into enjalo. There is no such thing. Alikho igobongo ukuthi igobongo lesithunywa ayi ukuthi igobongo ledlozi. It doesn't work like that. The only time isithunywa liba nekhamba is when uphakamisa isithunywa with idlozi, with amandiki namandawo, right? So with your family ancestors. So that's when isithunywa siba nokhamba. Or mhlambe umuntu ofana asebenze ngesithunywa kodwa uqhwagela abantu abadala. Uyabona? Then kuba khona ukuhamba ozolidla lesithunywa. But isithunywa asingakhambi if umuntu obizela ukuthi ube umprofeti kuphela. So there are people that are called to just be abathandazi or abaprofeti. Those people abaludla ukuhamba. Those people they don't undergo a intwaso. What they do is enkonzweni into zabo ziyaphakanyiswa enkonzweni. Kwenziweke lokho kufanele ukuthi kwenziwe and kwenziwe ngendlela ehlukene. Abanye kufunakala imvu, abanye kufunakala inkukhu ezu6 or ezinjani. But ezimhlophe futhi. Isithunywa sisebenza ngeenkukhu ezibovu, lenkukhu eZulu chicken laba. Inkukhu ezibovu, inkukhu empangele, inkukhu no. Isithunywa ayisebenzisi yonke leyo. Unless kuyisithunywa esihamselana nedlozi. So umuntu cannot say to you, hayi unedlozi mntanami, but ungakhetha ukuthi ufuna ukusebenza as umprofeti or ufuna ukusebenza as idlozi. It doesn't work like that. Akukhona ukuthi umthandazi akwenzela igobongo. Ukunika kanjani into enganayo? Umthandazi akadlanga ukuhamba. Siyaphodla mkhulu. Hayibo. Khanya mom is burping. I'm so proud. Anyway. Yeah, so akukhona ukuthi alona akwenzele umthandazi. Kufana labantu abathwasisa abantu bengathwasanga. It doesn't bazalwane, it does not work like that. Mina ngingakaze ngithwase, angikhona ukuthi ngikuthwasise. Unless kuwumuntu okathwasiswa emanzini. And I'll tell you the truth about that, bazalwane. Njengomuntu kwamina engalandwa inyoka ukuthi ngihamba ukuthi ngiyothwasa emanzini. Kurre. It's not a common thing now. And the reason why it's not common is because lento ihamselana nosiko, ne? Okay, babies. Night lona guess wami laphana. Okay. Lento ihamselana nosiko. Back in the day, ne? Ngey'khathi zendulo. There were family healers. So Tina la ekhaya asibaka shabalala, right? So Tina la ekhaya asibaka shabalala. Okay, thank you, baby. Okay, Tina la ekhaya asibaka shabalala, right? So as the Shabalala family, sinomlaphi osilaphayo la ekhaya. Lo mlaphi loyo mhla kuthathwa ingane yami iyiswa emanzini ngoba phela ngithi inyoka mayifika ilalise wonke umuntu engathi badragiwe abantu endlini. Ifike ke ithathe ke, it doesn't even have to be a snake, sometimes ibhubesi, it just depends. Ifike ithatha abantu endlini, ithathe lo muntu loyo njengami ingane yami eqale ehlushwa intwaso. Alright, ithatha ingane yami ke iyise emanzini, whether iyise esizibeni or iyisa elwandle, wherever, noma emgedeni, it just depends ukuthi ifuna ukuthwasiswa. Abanye babethwasiswa ehlathini, uyabona. So ifike ke leso silwane leso thizeni sithatha umntwana simise kuleyo ndawo leyo. Mase sefikile lapho afika umlaphi, whether ufika ngo-2 ekuseni noma ngo-1 or whatever, khona into ezomvusa ithi hamba ke manje uya lapha kaShabalala. Mawufika lapha kaShabalala ubatshela ukuthi umntwana wabo sesimthathile, right? And noma kuthathwa lo mntwana wami, khona futhi la endlini ozobe ephuphile noma mhlawumbe umamkhulu wakhe noma u-aunt wakhe, whoever, khona futhi naye ozokukhonjisa ukuthi hayibo umntwana nje sizomthatha, uyabona. Or even mina as uma wakhe akukhonjiswa mina noma ukhonjiswa ubaba, whoever that the ancestors feel is the person ozokhona ukuthi ayimele into yomntwana ezodingaka, right? Afike kumlaphi-ke asho ukuthi no, uthatha umntwana ukuthi asho futhi ukuthi wena sibanibani wala ekhaya, wena baba wala ekhaya noma wena wala ekhaya noma anti wengane noma wena bani. Bafikile nakwena bakukhombisa iphupho, right? And then they tell you umntwana wakho simthathile, sizomthwasisa, somenza ukuthi yonke leyo nto. And then bathi mase sekuyisikhathi sizobuya sizosho ukuthi isikhathi, wena fika ke lapho ke nesilwane sukuthi, all those, everything that they're going to need ukhona ukuthi umntwana aphume emanzini angene ekhaya, or aphuma emgedeni, or aphuma ehlathini, wherever la ikhona akhona ukuthi aphume angene ekhaya, ne? Right? Sorry, 1 second. Ngisamfonini mkhulu. Okay, yes. Yes, so fakela izinto whatever kuze khona ukuthi umntwana ayokhishwa laphayana. Mayikhishwa umntwana ke, there's a process yakhona ezokhona ukuthi it's a life for a life. Njengoba nginikela ngempilo, fanele nginikela inkomo mhlawumbe lamenzini, then umntwana yakhona ukuphuma. Kuyanikelwana, ngiyanikela inkomo emanzini, umntwana akakhona ukuthi ukuphuma. And whatever other processes ezolandelwa ke endlini. That's why wawuzwa ngabantu kuthiwa umuntu ufike eboshwe erepho ngenyoka, waphuma nayo inyoka yakhe, yayisifanele ihlatshwe mase sefike egcekeni ekhaya. But kuze khona ihlatshwe fanele kukhishwe imbuzi or kukhishwe imbuzi ezuthi zihlatshwe ngaphambi ukuthi angene egcekeni, ikhona ukuthi inyoka yakhe ixegeke iphume. There's many things, right? So now umuntu ufika ahambe yolanda ukukhohlakala kwakhe, abuye bese ethi ngayathwasiswa emanzini. But there are processes. You don't just go and initiate emanzini. And I've done this spiritual initiating. Amathwasa ami or witness, I talk in my sleep. Ngiyakhuluma ngiyenzeni. Like I literally leave my body physically. That's why sengifuna ukwakha enye indlu manje phuma abantu la because bezwe indaba zami. Aphume la eground wami endumeni yami kube ne-spare one bakhona because bezwe zonke indaba zami. But I literally I'm still initiating in the waters. I leave bangise entabeni or bangise la bangise khona ngithwase leyo nto, whatever. That's why sometimes I look like somebody who has so much, but I don't just get this information. Angihlali ngikhulume nani because ngibhorekile. I do come and do a video ngoba isikhathi sesifikile ukuthi ngenze ivideo ngikhona ngicommunicate into ezizona. Angihlaleli each and every week or every few days ngithi yazini I'm going to go on my Instagram, I'm going to go on my YouTube, I'm going to have a conversation. What am I going to offer you? I need to offer you into Yona so that none you guys are prepared the way you need to be prepared when you go into these things. And unfortunately, you cannot prepare in the manner ukuthi uyijimele lento, but you can prepare in terms of understanding ukuthi yazini laphaya kudingakala ukuthi ngingene nomqondo ohleleke kanje, kudingakala ukuthi laphayana ngingene ngikhona ukuthi ngibe nale understanding, kudingakala ukuthi laphayana ngingene ngazi ukuthi ngiyozidela, ngiyofa laphayana, ngiyofa as uthandiwe, ngiyovuka in the light of my ancestors. Umuntu ofika ngene uthandiwe aphume uthandiwe into ayithwasile. Lo muntu ufika wenza into ayenzayo waphuma nalento aphuma nayo. Intwaso changes you. Ngisho ukuthi it amplifies you in all that you're supposed to be. And you cannot go in there uthandiwe noma ulungi noma umbali uphinde uphume umbali uphinde uphume uye eklabhini. Ukuphuma kwakho lapha into oseniye eklabhini shothi idlozi. Ngoba idlozi liyasangana endaweni la kugcwele khona abantu, uyasindwa kuvuka umoya uyini uyabhula. I'm telling ngangiquleka ke mina. Ngangihamba ama events ayi ukuthi ngiyogroove ngiyosebenza. Ngifika lapha ngishayeke phansi ngibanje umkhonyana. Zimini mncane kanjani umkhonyana ngiyangibona ukuthi ngondlekile mina nje ngingangamela. Ugatsheni wangampela ngindlovu. Umkhonyana mngaka. Sekufanele nginqake mina ke manje anginqake. Ngobani nakho unkosikazi wakho uyawa because uwiswe imaya abantu uwiswe izinto nje isindayo. So you can't go there and think you're going to go to the club and get your freak on utwerk. Nami ngiyakwazi bazalwane ngisemncane nami ngiyakwazi ukutwerk. Kodwa ngeke uzungibone. Ngeke uzungibone. There are things you just couldn't, you don't roll like that anymore. Because now umuntu uthi uyaphapha uthi uyenza. Uvele ushawa yini idlozi liyasebenza liyagada ilona eligada ilona likulawulayo. Umuntu ozongitshela ukuthi uyena olawula amadlozi akhe akakabi nedlozi lo muntu, akho dlozi lapha. Asikhona ukubalawula, siyasebenzisana. They need me ukuthi ngiqhubeke umsebenzi wabo. Nami I need them ukuthi bang sustain, bang maintain, bangihole. Uyabona? It's a mesibuyela kwibhayo kuthiwani it's a symbiotic relationship. It's mutualism, as they used to say. So kuyadingwana. But umuntu ozothi hayi mina ngiyabatshela akho into batshela yona. Ayikho into ozotshela idlozi linevubo ongayiboni. Umuntu okhona ukuyeka intwaso ngisho ukuthi hayi akakasebenzi idlozi lapha. Baningi abantu abayeka intwaso, umuntu athi nginedlozi uyeka intwaso. Nami ngangifisa ukuyeka, ngathi ngiyayeka. Yangenzani imvubo ephupheni? Ngavuka ngigreen ngiblue, njengoba ngidark kanje. Ngigreen ngiblue imvimbo. Bathi uyeka kanti yakho yini lento? Uyikhethelile yini ungena la? Ngashawa ephupheni. Ngavuka nginemivimbo. Cabanga kushawa isithunywa nedlozi ngihlanganyelwe. You do not lawula yourself. You go into this a certain person, you leave another person. Because you are now in yourself as an ancestor. You are not in yourself as, Thandi, lit, sazoba lit, like, bazalwane, like, no. Somebody had asked me, Uguti, is it ever too old ukuthwasa? No, it's not. Ayikho into enjalo. If mina ngingathwasisa umuntu gogo na 60 this year. I had ithwasa. She was 45. Why nabanu? Mkhulu. Yeah, roughly there. Ayina age intwaso. Mase usungena ungena. But azi ukuthi usuyofela ethongweni. Injalo nje. All right, I'm gonna answer some here. Asivumela ukubuza. Okay, no. Okay, so there's no age limit for ntwaso. Thoza uma uya emanzini bese kunyamalala ibhayi lakho uligqoke ngangilibophe amafindo amabili angizwanga liphume kimi angazi ukuthi likhumuke kanjani ngabe kuchaza ukuthini ngoba ngiphatheke kabi. It depends ukuthi njoba bulifaka nje bekwenze njani noma is that not the one that they want. Noma ngakabi isikhathi ukuthi ugqoke lelo iningi impawu zalento eyenzakalile. So for me ukuze ngikwazi ukuthi ngikunike impendulo eqondile ngingadinga ukuthi ngi-understand ukuthi njoba bekukhumulile lelo bhayi bekudalwa yini. Yes, self-acceptance is definitely the key. Gogo, angikaze ngihlole kumelaphi ndabulo kodwa I feel something pushing me to do that. Do you do online consultations and for it to work? Ngiyasebenza kodwa izosebenza yini? Okay, all right. I get this question a lot. Yes, I do online consultations. Isikhathi esiningi when I do my online consultations, funny enough, aseyazenzakalela wona, they fall under isithunywa. Kakhulu, so I usually do them ngesithunywa but nalo idlozi likelele uyabona. That's why I'm saying there's a balance. Khona ezinye izinto mhlawumbe ezingezibona isithunywa but ezobonwa yidlozi. So I do online consultations, and what I try to ask of umuntu when I do an online consultation is that can they abstain from sex as a belief too. If you wazi ukuthi you want to do an online consultation with me, mhlawumbe ukhulume nami on the Monday, from that Monday ngicela uzile mhlawumbe until spooky date mengithi okay mhlawumbe because online consultations you have to have paid before. You have to have paid before the online consultation, and then we book a day, we book a time. The time and day that we book, from the time that we uhlelo ufika usho ukuthi ucela online consultation until the time that ulona sihleli ilona for your online consultation, please don't be having sex, because then ngicina sengidonsa nemoya uthola ukuthi ezinye izinto ayihlangane nawo, and then you don't know what I'm talking about, but it's because bulala nomuntu manje mina nama my spirit is confused by lo muntu adulele naye. Okay, so as a gogo, okay, is it possible ukuthi udle kuhambe? Is it possible ukuthi udle? I think mhlawumbe bukhuluma ukuhamba oluhlanganisa yonke imimoya esithunywe kanye nedlozi, same khamba. Okay, it depends on what you're initiating, right? I think I understand into ebuzayo ukuthi uyakhona yini ukuhlanganisa idlozi nesithunywa kukhambo lwe-1 ne. It depends on what you're initiating. Angeke ngikhulumele abanye ayintwaso, but when you're initiating umakhosi, right, usaqala kufike kube inkamba zuba 4, umndiki, amakhehla, umndawo, izalukwazi. So not umndawo lo wothokoza but umndawo lo yogogo, so abakuzalayo inzala abantu yakini leyo. So umndiki, amakhehla, obaba basekhaya, both on your father's side and your mother's side, right? We do not exclude anybody. The only thing is that we ask the mother's side, because bangena bangahlawulanga, bangena bangalotsholwanga, bangena nje beyimes. So we cleanse, siyamgeza umuntu, simlapha umuntu first khona mengena angangena inkinga esindayo. So udleke-ke ukuhamba siyakucela ukuthi ngicela-ke nabakababa bakhona ukuthi badle la bangashiwa ngaphandle. So umndiki, amakhehla, umndawo, izalukwazi, idlozi, and then isithunywa. So those khambas are separated egobongweni lentwaso. Then bese uyaliphothula ugobongo lentwaso ungenani, ungene kumncako, so ungene kwezimhlophe. So you go from red to white. White umndiki nomndawo, so amakhehla nogogo sebekukhambo lilodwa. idlozi isakukhamba olulodwa, isithunywa isakukhamba olulodwa. So you go from 4 to 3. Mase uphothula umcako, right, usungena ebukhosini, right, ukuthi manje usuthwasela usudila nje nokuthi ulona usuzophothula umakhosi, right. So lapho usungasagqoki ibovu, usungasagqoki ezimhlophe, usuyifakela amabhayi akho. So then umdiki nomndawe nedlozi likukhamba olulodwa, isithunywa likukhamba olulodwa. Matse the day uphothula umngoma, right, umakhosi, umdiki, umndawo, idlozi, isithunywa is in one. So all 4 are now in one. They are now all united. Uyabona? Yabo. They are now all united. So that's how it works. Ebukhosini though. Angazi ngabanye, mina I'm talking about ubukhosi. That's the correct method. And akukho kudlula lokho in terms of intwaso. So that's when you unify them. Until such a time, they work separately. Okay, what else? Okay. So what process must be followed? Umuntu magazalwe embethe. Not sure if I spoke that one. Okay, so umuntu mazalwe embethe ne, it depends. Khona abantu abazalwe bembethe abadinga igobongo because uthola ukuthi vele umuntu wegobongo as well, right? Or uthola ukuthi umuntu mhlambe it's just a normal person oyizalelwe embethe, right? So uma uzalwe embethe, just normally awudinga egobongo, awudinga lutho, udla ukuhamba, khona ukuhamba wenzelwa lona. Uthenga imbuzi, uqala ugezwe, actually you first like get cleansed, uphalaziswe and all of that. So uyaklinwa, ayikho into ehlangane nabantu abadala eyolunga ungaklinwanga, ayikho neyodwa. Uyagezwa and then uthenga imbuzi because kufunakala umhlwehlwe lo wayo imbuzi to replace ingubo yakho. So it's now like a physical, like another physical or into ephathekayo yokurepresenta ingubo yakho. So then inyongo yaleyo mbuzi ingena kulo khamba lelo khamba ke, mina ke as I know it, mhlawumbe abanye bayibiza ngamanye igama, kuthiwa isambulo. Udla ukhamba lesambulo lokumbula ingubo, right? So umbula ingubo yakho. But in terms of the order and the process of that, it's dependent on who's doing it for you. Because I can't exactly direct the process, it must go from this to this to that, because indlela senza ngayo ayifani. It's not that my way is right, it's not that the other person is wrong. It's just that we do it differently. Right? So, mo umuntu ofanele adle igobongo nabantu abadala, then what I would suggest is igobongo lakho kuqala, because modla igobongo angifana ukuphothule ngembuzi. So modphothula ngembuzi, ube nembuzi yesibili. There's only one imbuzi to phothula igobongo. So ube nembuzi yesibili yokuthi ulona ufakele wenzele ukhamba lesambulo, udle ukhona ukubula ingubo yakho. So that's the method. Right, but in the order, in the structure, yonke leyo nto uyithola kumuntu okwenzelayo. I'm not going to give you that because I find indlela esenza ngayo. Okay, makhosi angithi nginesithunywa sodwa, but now I dream of bones in a piece yendwangu lengwe, and my parents don't want me to say that they only want the prophetic spirit. Now angazi ngenze njani. Oh, njoba ngishilo Miranda ne, njoba bengishilo, you can't pick and choose. You can't pick and choose. It's not going to ShopRite and ordering whatever, or uyakade Bonez uthi ngifuna ipizza kanje. It doesn't work like that. Yabo, you can't just want the prophetic spirit, because what if isithunywa sakho akusona isithunywa sokusebenza? What if the real calling comes from idlozi? Isithunywa is there for you and praying and visions and all of that. So you can't think like that. Mina, what I believe in and what I found, it's nice to have family support. I prefer it because it minimizes inkinga zakho entwaseni. But at the end of the day, the only person that's really needed is you. Uyabona? You don't really need anybody else. Idlozi lakho liyakhona ukulungisa isimo sasekhaya. So you need to trust ukuthi idlozi lakho elizolungisa mekuthi inhliziyo zabo azisaqinile. But when I trust abantu bakho ukuthi mekuthi bakufaka kulento bakufakile ubathembe. Um okay, Togaza. Got a reading done here in the US. I'm going for cleansing that I told her I need. She confirmed I have both gifts and royalty. My people old, me, oh, my people told me Gizalo Umbete in a dream. Can I ask for Ikobongo? I, for me, I, I'm a firm believer is that a healer needs to tell you what you need, and then you need to confirm what the healer told you. So when I say you need to, so you can't tell me you need ikobongo. I need to already know you need ikobongo. That's how it works. If they don't see it and then you go, I need ikobongo, can you do it for me? People don't say I don't know. People don't say I don't know, unfortunately. Yeah. Twazani izinkamba emakhosini. Kuyacaca Thokoza, no problem. Thokoza gogo ndithwasile ndize ekhaya ngoDisemba but ndibhodla. Oh, mzalwane wami, I can't read clearly what you wrote here. It's a cut off. Into ebhalile la. Maureen Bopelo Botle, please, yeah, please rewrite this comment or something because I don't know. It's cut off on edges. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do next. Because I'm having a bit of struggle internet wise, right? My WhatsApp number is 081 548 4108, right? That's my WhatsApp number. I WhatsApp, I respond on my WhatsApp messages. Kodwa mosaqala ungisendela imessage, there's an auto response efikayo. Yabo, an auto response ezofika ithi Thokozani bazothi ngifunde message and then get back to you. I have a problem with sometimes khona ama struggles akanjalo, so yeah. Gogo, ngibhalile phezulu, ungangiphendula, okay. Nandla thing. Nandla Khumalo. Okay. I did answer that. Let me do this. I'm gonna end this live. And then I'm gonna redo it in like 15 minutes. To why ngiphendula. So